Pisces, this is your general tarot reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Ascendant or Rising sign for the month of September, Pisces. Let's do as we always do and shuffle the cards and wait on the right ones to come out just for you. And in the meantime, let's talk about the energies, Pisces. We leave August and enter September under the influence of the big, gorgeous, magical Pisces full moon. This is your time, baby. This is where your needs are met. It's just a vibe. You're totally comfortable right now. You are an emotional person. You're a psychic person. You're very in touch with those aspects, with your deep emotions and deep truths. And there was a moment as we leave August and go through September a little where you had to maybe speak your truths. You had to make other people hear what it was that you needed or what it was that was hidden in you. You know, sometimes we have to suppress the things that we need or desire or want because we step back because there are other people. Maybe their needs are greater, or maybe some people have stronger personalities, whatever the reasons. Often, particularly with you, Pisces, because you're a gentler soul, and gentle does not mean weak. Gentle, there's great wisdom in being gentle. It means you're able to step back and say, no, you shine, you have your moment, I'm okay, I'm not that desperate. So there was a moment though, as we leave August and enter September, where you did assert yourself. You did say, oh, okay, hang on, everybody. My voice is not going to be drowned out. There are things that I need. There are things I need to say. There are things I need to show about myself, reveal about myself. Things that I need to share about myself. And they need to be said. They need to be shared. They need to be seen, which is gorgeous. And you gave off, and will still in September be giving off this wonderful aura, Pisces. It's a kind of a very magical, mystical, spiritual aura where this is where you are in your full power. It's almost like you are now happy that the world is tuned into the frequency that you live in. Because I must say, Pisces, your frequency is very unusual. It's not something that a lot of people can tap into unless they have a lot of Pisces in their chart. And what that can sometimes feel weird for you, that people are busy getting on with this or busy doing this or busy pushing ahead with stuff that you're saying, oh, carry on. You know, none of that stuff is actually important. What's important is the big stuff, the meaningful stuff, the true stuff. But I'll just sit back and say nothing. You just carry on. But now everybody is feeling it. Everybody gets your magic now. Everybody around you is in that zone. The Pisces effect is affecting them all. It might make some of them so crazy and confused, they won't know what they're doing. They'll be going around like headless chickens, not a clue. And you'll be just saying, welcome to my world. But I'm used to this. I know how this vibe works. I am in my zone. And there is an element of you sitting back and saying, look at them all going crazy. They're all just behaving badly. They're all just going nuts. They're just not able for it. And that's the thing. Again, I'll go back to the thing where sometimes when you hear the word Pisces, people say soft, gentle, blah, blah, blah. And they confuse that sometimes for weakness. And this is the moment where you get a kind of the last laugh, where you say, now, see how strong you actually have to be in Pisces energy? This isn't for any old fool, you know. You have to be soft, gentle, pliable, and go like a wave to navigate this strong shit, baby. Yeah, they're all suddenly seeing your power, and I love it, Pisces. I love it. Now, while you're speaking up and having your piece and having your say, you might be pointing out things to other people, letting friends, partners, people that you work with, people that are in your inner core, letting them know what it is that you need. reminding them that just because you're quiet at times, just because you're placid, just because you prefer to retreat into your privacy at times, that doesn't mean that you don't know what's going on. And you have to perhaps this month give some people a little bit of a reality check. You know, these are my needs. I am letting you know my needs, and I expect you now that you understand the energy that I work in to respect that. Yeah. And it's a wonderful time to assert yourself, because when we don't assert ourselves, particularly in this style of energy, first house, seventh house stuff that's happening with you, people may annoy you. You may feel that they're riding a little bit roughshod over you, not taking your feelings into account, not listening, not feeling the vibes, not taking the hint. So again, that element of you now standing up and saying, hello, I'm here, don't ignore me, I've got something to say, I've got opinions, I've got needs that need to be met. So it's gorgeous. And your soul wants this, because the sun is your soul, and the sun is in Virgo in your seventh house. Now this is a great opportunity, Pisces, for you to get real rock solid friendships, partnerships and relationships going. While everybody else is in the Pisces ether going, I don't know where I am, I don't know. You know exactly where you are. And what you know is that you are only really now feeling that real desire in your soul to solidify, as I said, solidify friendships, solidify connections, create business partnerships, solidify romances. You and other people now, you must be meeting eye to eye. Nobody must be more dominant in this relationship than the other. Nobody gets to have their say above your needs, you know, and you're making a balance, you're striking a balance. Seventh house has a lot to do with legal matters too, for those of you who are dealing with some legal matter where there's a contract, or indeed a break of a contract. Either way, marriage, positively, because you're entering into a contract, or for some of you it is the separation of a contract. So either way, the sun is there, baby. So you get the sun shining on you in these matters of contracts, signing things, making agreements, including new partners, bringing new people into your world, but certainly forming rock solid friendships. This is where it's at, Pisces, for you, which is gorgeous. And there's a few other things going on. You've got on the 6th of September, Mercury then, the great communicator, the great ideas person, going in to your friends and business partners and relationships in general. Great ideas, knowing how to get things moving. This is the ideas month where you can work with somebody to make something very special happen. And yeah, you could be signing some official contract which unites you to another person in some way, a marriage or something like that. And if that's you, Pisces, congratulations. But the new moon then on the 9th of September. Now this is again gorgeous. Wonderful new opportunities to get out there and meet new circles of friends. Get out there and meet not a large circle of friends, but significant people, key people, people that, not people that you need for business or you need for people that you need to be in your inner circle, people that you need on your side. From September 9th, you'll see that people are going to be on your side. And again, partnerships, if you're starting a new relationship or a new partnership, a new business contract, signing something new, or a marriage, or something like that, this is where things are united. So it's wonderful. We stand united this month, Pisces. Yeah, you stand united. You like how it's going. You like the bonds that are being born here. Strong ties are happening here this month. It's a really nice energy. Now, the two biggies, Saturn, Pluto in your 11th house going direct this month. Yeah, they are really, whatever it is that you're doing within a group of people, within a society, within a large team, maybe a team in work or so, if you work with a large group of people, sometimes on the internet, Pisces, 11th house can be technology, innovations, things that are cutting edge, things that nobody else has seen before. And you have been pushed, how many times have we spoken about this now, Pisces, to go into your future. 11th house is staring into the future, not being distracted by the past, not being distracted by the things around you, but just keeping your eye on the prize. And that's you. You didn't think you could do that. I mean, I've been saying this to other signs. When you look at the effect of Saturn and Pluto, what they've been doing to you. I mean, a couple of years ago, sure, you had hopes and dreams and you were working towards things wonderful, certainly wonderful. But this time you mean business, whatever it is, future orientated. I mean, some of you could be learning astrology, predictions, the mystical arts where you use some tool to look into the future. Yeah. These are all things that you're taking very seriously now. You are taking your future seriously, which is a big change up, because a couple of years ago you didn't take your future seriously. You just maybe felt a bit stuck, felt that you weren't going anywhere, you weren't really going places. Sure, you were working, you were striving, you were being responsible in your life, doing all those things, but you weren't getting to the place that you wanted to be. There was a barrier. It seemed that no matter how much work you were doing, no matter how much effort you were putting into it, you couldn't pass this barrier into your future fame and success of whatever it is you're doing, Pisces. Well, it seems now you've learned all the most difficult lessons that need to be learned, where you didn't lose hope. See, 11th house can be hopes too, your dreams and your desires, where maybe before, if somebody challenged you, that you feel that, you felt hopeless. You felt that if the wind changed, then you'd lose all your dreams. And now Saturn, Pluto have pushed you to such a limit that nothing can shake you from this prize. You're still working on it. You're developing. You're going for your future. Your eye is on the prize to get bigger and bigger and bigger, expand, to get more people to notice you, more people to see you, more people to give you that recognition that you so deserve. Maybe by the end of all of this, down the line, later, whatever it is you're doing now, it pays off in the future. You get the round of applause, you get the certificate, you get the diploma, the degree, the bachelor's of arts, whatever it is you're doing, you get it. But now you've broken through that moment where you maybe often lost heart or lost the will to go on. Now you're saying nothing's gonna stop me now. Yeah, nothing's gonna stop you now, Pisces. Yeah, I think. Did you like my singing that time? Because a bunch of cards came out. Maybe they came out just to shut me up. I get it. Don't be harsh, Pisces. I'm only doing my best. Few cards, yeah. So here we go. Good few cards. Lots of cups. I like that. The cups energy. Yeah. Earth energy too. It's quite an earthy month. So earthy influences. We're waiting only on one more card. You'll be happy to know. I promise I won't sing anymore if that's what was going on. The first week in September, what you might find is again these people that you're making bonds with, that you're being friends with, that you're getting into some sort of partnership or romance with. They really help you with your communication skills. Maybe if there's a job or something that you're doing in your career where your communication skills haven't been really tested to the max, this month you find that somebody can come in to help you communicate better in whatever it is that you're doing. And this seems again to help you. Speech communication, getting help from somebody to promote something you're doing, you're communicating to a larger group of people. This is why I keep going back to social media. there is a person, a partner, somebody who is able to help you communicate your big vision out there on the internet, or your big vision out there in technology in some way, shape or form. You're going to be heard, and somebody's going to help you be heard. So it's nice, it's great to have friends, Pisces. 8th of September, there might be a moment that you get so keen to push your ideas out there into the great big world, to open up your ideas to the world at large, that you might find that, I don't know, it challenges your resources a little bit, that it might be a little bit of a drain on your resources, or that for those of you in a relationship, they might be saying, hey, you're too focused on this, you're too focused on all those people, why don't you ever pay any attention to me? So it could be that somebody needing a little bit of attention because all your focus right now is on this big bright future that you've got going on, and they may be feeling a bit left out or sad, so you can tackle that. Other things on the 12th of September, gorgeous, gorgeous energy, this big transformation that's happening for you. Again, with selling an idea, communicating an idea to a large group of people, to a society, a team, sports team, a work team. There is great luck in this because it seems that the wisdom that you bring to this is just going to expand. This, wow, what are you doing, Pisces? This is a big expansion where you get to be seen as a very wise person, where you get to be seen maybe by a very large group of people as being somewhat of a tuned in authority on some subject. So that's gorgeous. 18th of the month, 18th of September, again, there communication and things maybe getting lost in translation, you actively perhaps trying to forget about some bad, surprising communication, hoping that something maybe that you communicated on the internet or on your pages, social pages, you're deleting them, delete, because you don't want any shocking surprises there. You're hiding something, hiding some old communication perhaps, but it seems you'll figure that out and you'll fix it. There's also an element here of you around the 18th really communicating some very deep truths that seem to challenge other people. The truth that you're communicating, it meets some resistance. It's the truth, and not all people are ready to hear the truth, Pisces. So just don't lose faith when you say something very truthful, very honourable and very deep, and people say, that's just bullshit. And you say, I beg to differ. It's just some people aren't ready for the Pisces truth. You know how that works? Now, towards the end of the month, again, Mercury, ideas, getting serious again about expanding into your future and people helping you. Your partner, again, around the 23rd, might, I don't know, they may not like some of the ideas that you have about your future plans, so that's worth ironing out with them. 25th of September, your partner, again, it's the same thing. If, for those of you in a relationship, if it's a business relationship, a romantic relationship, somebody that you have a one-on-one with, somebody that's in your inner circle, it seems that you need to keep good communication with them this month. Communication needs to be clear and upfront, because you've got these great ideas and you're pushing forward. And as I said, not all people readily understand the wisdom that you have, Pisces. So it might be a moment where you have to stop, pause and explain, give a running commentary in some manner, shape or form of what it is that you're doing, because it might just look like mysterious weirdness to maybe your partner or other people. So it's always worth touching base with them every now and then to remind them that you do know what you're doing. And trust me, I'm Pisces, I know what I'm doing. Okay. Now, Pisces, let's do it finally. We have the big grand overview happening like Pisces magic. Bling! Up there for you to see. Now we begin, if I can pick up the cards, with the Emperor. And it's sitting beside Balance. Now, this did originally come out that way. This could, for some of you, mean that there is an Aries that you can maybe sometimes find them a little bit difficult. Somebody with a very strong Martian quality to them. Now, Mars is going into Aquarius, into the 12th house on September 11th. So, okay, it could be an Aries, it could be an Aquarius. No, I'm going with Aries. So an Aries that maybe you're locking horns with, clashing with a little bit, and you're there trying to keep the balance. Maybe the thing that they've brought into your world, don't know where I'm going with this, Aries brought something to you and it feels like extra hard work. Now you have to balance their shit with your shit. It's like, hello, thanks Aries for bringing this to me. Now you've just given me more work to do. But you're managing, you're balancing. Now, if it's not an actual Aries, it could be a moment where you enter September really having a juggling act going on here, trying to keep your empire up and moving, trying to keep your money together, trying to keep the bills paid, that's not new, we all have to keep the bills paid. It's a balancing act for all of us, Pisces, but this month it seems like there was a curveball thrown, maybe an authority figure, maybe a government official, maybe something like tax revenue or something came at you unexpectedly, or maybe not unexpectedly, but you didn't want it. You tried to ignore it. But now this month you find, oh, I finally have to learn how to juggle this out, have to deal with this, have to figure out how to empower myself by my money. Okay, so that I just stopped there because I felt this, Pisces. You haven't been allowing the ebb and flow of money to follow. You've been working hard, pushing towards your dreams for your future, but you haven't been paid properly, perhaps. I think we got this a few months ago too, did we? That a big lesson has to be learned here this month, Pisces. The effort that you're putting into something, you must get paid for it. You're giving. Time to receive, baby. Time. This is powerlessness. And if you want that to be right, get your power back, but financially. Ask for a raise. Bring more. Don't undersell yourself financially in whatever it is you're doing. We did talk about legal contracts. If you're entering a new contract, don't sell yourself short just because you're a decent person, Pisces, who doesn't want to hurt other people. That doesn't mean that, oh, I don't want them to be hurt, therefore I'll take the brunt of it, I'll get hurt, I'll take the less money. No way. No, Pisces, that's game over now. The lunar eclipse has just changed the game for everybody. Those days are over where you undersell yourself financially. New contract, ask for top money. If there's a break in a contract, ask for top severance pay. If there's something that you're doing, a new project that you're just trying to figure it all out this month and you don't know, oh gosh, do I charge money for this? Or well, what do I do? Or how do I do it? Priority, top money, top. No more underselling yourself, Pisces, no more. And no more also trying to keep the peace, keep the balance where there's an aggressive influence or where there's a very domineering person. Somebody who likes to be the boss and you're maybe always trying to keep the peace, or, between friends, always trying to be the one in the middle and saying, oh, look, they're not really that bad, they're really nice underneath. Just let that go this month, okay? You don't have to be always the mediator, Pisces. You don't have to always be the one to keep the peace. Now, I know 7th house is all about being the mediator and keeping the peace, but it's about now finding more effective ways to strike balance. Got to remember, 7th house, this is like, you think of Venus in Libra. Libra people, 7th house people, are very, they're good at weighing things up. They're good at striking a balance. But the one thing they're also very good at is making money. Making money. Despite this thing of them always kind of trying to keep a balance, they never sell themselves short. So learn that lesson in this 7th house kind of energy. Don't sell yourself short either. There can still be balance. Balance isn't about you suffering and somebody else taking everything. It's not balance, Balance returns when you put yourself on the same or equal par with other people. Don't sell yourself short, as I said. And then once you learn that, Pisces, here we go with you looking out to big horizons. You're doing something new. You were handed a new energy, a new drive recently in the past few weeks, and you're running with it. You now have the support that you need, the fire inside you that you need to move on. For some of you, you could be moving on from a relationship. You could be moving on from doing things the old way. You're just letting all that shit go. I've done all that. I'm starting over. Emotionally, you're going to assert yourself more too. So this is having the drive and energy to assert yourself in cases and in all matters. But he's got the world in his hands. Pisces, you're starting a new project. You're bringing something together. It's the very beginning in September of getting a project, a creative project that you're on fire with. It's something you're very passionate about. And you're looking out because you see that this has the potential to really, really bring you to a great place in your life. So you're beginning, and I wish you the best of luck, Pisces, with whatever it is that you're beginning, because it will win, because look what you have beside it. The card, the rainbows, the dreams, the desires, the wishes all coming true. The card where all things have a happy ending. So at one point you had, if you see the top row, you see that he's looking back. And he's looking back at how other people maybe had some control over him, how he was always trying to keep the peace, trying to balance it out, trying to kind of ignore that somebody had that much control over you in order to try to maintain some order in your life. And he's looking back at that and he's saying, I'm leaving that behind and I'm setting off on a new journey. Once I finally turn around and leave that behind, I'm headed towards the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Yes, pots of gold do exist at the end of rainbows. As an Irish person, I can affirm that. Well, certainly for you there is a pot of luck, a pot of something that brings you great joy and happiness, a real treasure in your life. Once you turn around from dealing with things the old way and start beginning again the new way. This is also a card of absolutely recognizing that you've completely changed too, spiritually, emotionally, psychically. The moon, of course, in Pisces would do that. You've really let a bunch of stuff go, particularly in August. You let so much go, Pisces. You just said enough. Maybe there were tears, maybe there was a great watershed, the floodgates were opened and you just said, this is just leaving me now. I'm letting it all out so that I can move towards happier times. And you certainly are. The 10 is a sign of completion. You've completed something by letting this great flood of emotion out to assert yourself in some way, and it brings you that wonderful joy and happiness. And the moment where people are saying, yay, that's you celebrating. And also celebrating because you've told the truth. Celebrating people maybe celebrating you, 7th house, people looking at you, perhaps celebrating you for telling a truth, or for telling it how it is, or for finally opening up and sharing how you feel about a situation. People might applaud you. If it's a thing where you left a relationship and you opened up and you told all your friends or your family or somebody, and you were saying, oh God, when I tell them, they're just going to hate me. When you opened up, it could have been a scenario where they said, thank God, I'm glad this relationship was over because it was just making you so ill and so unhealthy. I'm glad that you're free. I'm glad that you're now able to move on. And you'll be quite rocked by that in September, the kind of support that people give you, because you didn't expect that. So that's a lovely thing to happen. Now, mid-month, new coin, baby, new coin. Now, where's that money coming from? Communication with a large group of people, being assisted by the help of friends or your partner, your wisdom, the things that you know, the skills that you have. Perhaps if you've studied something and it's about time you put that to use. So you could be making new money with whatever it is you've actually studied over a long period of time. Now, I know most people, they go to college, university, they study something, and then they go into that field of work. Well, not always. And perhaps that's the case for you, Pisces. The thing that you've really, you know the most about, perhaps you haven't been utilizing that. And I think mid-month, maybe around September the 9th, there is an opportunity for you to maybe see how you can allow your wisdom bring you new places, but certainly bring you new money. You have a new purpose happening. Could be because of around September the 11th or around September 22nd. Yes, some of those great ideas could start paying off. Yeah, 22nd, 23rd of September with Mercury in Libra and then the Sun going into Libra, into your house of long-range money-making, investments, putting bits of money aside every month so that you can work towards your future. That's something you'll be really serious about this month, and you'll be really feeling that, looking way down the road to your pension, looking way down the road to investing or saving up for something. And you're getting the coin ready and organized to make that happen. For those of you in a relationship, for those of you that are ending a relationship, there could be a very strange moment where your partner or ex-partner has some difficulties with money, and some of your ideas, some of your quick thinking ideas could really help them out. So you'll come to rescue the day for them, okay? But money is coming. But money is coming from you doing something that you're very now emotionally invested in. You don't want to just go to a 9-to-5 job anymore unless you're very passionate about it. It's like you're on a mission. When we see the Cavaliers, the Knights, they are on a mission. And this hand of God coming out and giving you a new soul purpose. Your new soul purpose is to get out there and feel the love. Certainly to go out there and find love, find people who really get you, who really understand you and really love you, Pisces. Because, you are loved. So just remember that. And remember that your new mission now is to go find somebody who loves and respects you in the way that you deserve. And you look beside it, you're right beside the Fool. So the Knight of Cups is traveling, and the first person he meets is the Fool. Now he's traveling towards the Queen of Cups. So the first person he meets, the Fool, and you think that's an idiot. Okay, it's not actually. You might have to get rid of some irresponsible people out of your life, things like that. But generally, this card means that you might meet some very interesting people this month who live a very kind of free life, the kind of life that you respect. Again, you'll admire their wisdom, you'll admire their truth. You'll be very inspired and influenced by how easy their life seems to flow. That sure, they might be doing very complicated things, but they're doing it in such a manner that it's just flowing. It's easy to them. They could be brain surgeons or, building spaceships, like not easy stuff, but It's more the attitude that they have while they're doing this stuff that you admire. You just say, I've been making my work life, my family life, my relationships far too complicated. I'm now more inspired by these people who just let it flow, take it easy, and who allow good things to happen to them. Yeah, there's an energy of that here too, Pisces. Whatever it is you're beginning, because the Fool definitely represents new beginnings. Certainly for a lot of you, it's new beginnings in love. I can't quite pinpoint if in September you have found that person or will find that person, but you're certainly on that mission. It's your new journey to find that twin flame or soulmate or other half, the missing part of you. And here's the card of wishes, of dreams and desires coming true. Pisces, now this is big. This is big. It's almost like you've made a wish. Of course, Moon in Pisces, you're in your element, so you're more in touch with magic, you're more in touch with that flow, you're more in touch with the weaving threads of the universe. So you're now making magic happen to bring in this wonderful love. It's almost like you feel, it's more like the element of you feel it's time to bring in a new love. You feel you're ready and you're now sending that out to the universe. It's your wish, it's your desire, it's your mission. And I think that you will get it. You will get it. Maybe towards the end of the month. The Knight of Cups, the hand of God at the Ace of Pentacles said you've a new purpose. Your purpose is to be the Knight of Cups, to go out and look for love, to go out and speak only your truth, to go out and live a very authentic life that comes from your heart, to meet first the lesson of the Fool, which is to be free and not to get weighed down by complicated people and complicated things, to keep focused on your dreams, desires and wishes, and to feel satisfied that this is something the universe is going to return to you. And by the end of it, look, there it is, the Queen of Cups, the one who is able to sit on she's sitting on the shore as the tide rolls into her feet, the tide of emotion, the tide of love, healing, spirituality. You're looking for a more spiritual person now, Pisces, in relationships. You want to surround yourself now with people who keep it real. And for you, Pisces, keeping it real is keeping it deep, keeping it passionate, keeping it subtle, keeping it clean. And here she is, waiting for the night to arrive, because she is, this is a very mystical object that she's got going on. It's almost from another world. And you, Pisces, are often from a very other world. You're otherworldly characters. And she has heard. So there is somebody, you've wished for this person, and I think they'll come. You'll begin to see. You may meet them by the end of the month. I know a lot of you are in relationships, you're not looking for a new love, but certainly you're looking for like-minded people, like-souled people. And it seems that they're also looking for you. And I think you come together towards the end of the month. You find your little tribe, Pisces. It's lovely energy. Now, here we come again. It's about you standing free and independent, just to change it up a little bit. Free, independent, and making money. I do believe you're doing something, Pisces, here, a new project that's definitely ready to bring in money. And it's your wisdom that helps make it happen. It's not just a skill or a trade, not just something you do with your hands, but it's the wisdom behind it that's the real seller, that's the real money maker. And you are here, excuse me, I know I'm coughing all the time. People complain about my coughing. It's actually, it's a thing. I spend a lot of time in air conditioning and it kills me. It absolutely kills me. So if you do hear me coughing, I can't with air conditioning, and unfortunately I've no choice So that's why you hear the cough. Maybe I'll figure out a way to make that better. I do work with a humidifier here beside me to try to make it better, but I'm doing my best, Pisces. Anyway, but just getting back to this is about you finally being able to stand on your own 2 feet financially with a great sense of strength and power, of having conquered something, Pisces, with money. This thing that we spoke of about selling yourself short, maybe towards the end of the month you learn that and you get over a fear of making money. Maybe some of you thought money was evil, or if I'm a very spiritual person then I shouldn't make money, or blah, things we say, you know. But for you, Pisces, it's almost like a fear of standing out, a fear of being seen as being independent, doing things your way independently. Well, you've conquered that fear. Leo could be helping you here too. Maybe a very sunny person, a very bright person, somebody who stands out in the spotlight. They could be pushing you too this month, helping you in some way. Now, the final card, this looks like a difficult card, but it's actually not that bad. It's a 9 of Wands. This is where at the end of the month you realize that you've come through the worst of some situation. You were giving a lot of energy to something, and it got you to a point where you were a bit bashed and bruised by it. But here we go at the end of the month, whatever this thing is that you've been really working hard and fighting for, definitely. You see that the worst of it is over by the end of the month, and you begin again to, I don't know, to not have to fight so hard for the things in your life, Pisces. So that's quite a nice thing to happen there. So Pisces, a long video, apologies for that. Sorry, but if this is the first time seeing my videos, Pisces, then please do subscribe. You can join me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, She Bear Tarot, and come back next month as we unfold the rest of your story. In the meantime, I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm also going to leave you, Pisces, with all my love and a great big kiss. Mwah. Love you, Pisces. See you next month. Bye.